deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Flames will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Huggins. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Chanticleers in the hurry-up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Huggins. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Trying to run, it's high. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Liberty's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Reed. This one's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Addison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's high. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Flames line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The shot that clears want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the shot that clears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A third down drive for the offense. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Reed. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play, you're trying to get it through the air, nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Third and goal, where the strong come through. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got it in the middle. It's Huggins. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Trying play action. Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Another incompletion on third down. And the shot that clears will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Grab near the marker. It's Reed. Touchdown, Flames! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this... And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing... breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They give it to him again. Got room to work. Oh, what a cut! He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The shot that clears, moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll try the run. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Next going for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the shot to clears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's high.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hacks to the football. They've got their hands full.
He's going for it all. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The shot that clears will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Reed. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Got a man. It's Allen. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's high. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Between the uprights, it's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Powell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? That's caught. It's King. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Liberty. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Using his legs, it's high. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Flames are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Reed. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Flames. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. And the shot to clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Under fire. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The shot that clears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Almost had the completion. just missed it. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Chanticleers look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Flames line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Flames will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down. The Flames back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The Sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. And he decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Shoots it to the left. Finds a man by himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Shanta clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, shot to clear. Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here comes the heat. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Akbana. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Kinsey. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He wants to take the top off. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. And here comes the offense on second down. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown flag. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Flames will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they swarm him under.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your